Vas-y, on repart. Ah merde, le son. Désolé. Désolé. Salut à tous, c'est Giameni. Nouvelle vidéo sur le mystère et voici la 4e partie de la discussion que j'ai eue le 23 juin avec RJ de la chaîne TrippyCommentaries. Le 23 juin. Et là, je suis le 27 juillet, donc il m'a fallu un mois pour traduire les 4 vidéos quand même.
What's up, guys? I'm RJ from
En comptant les autres vidéos qui sont sorties entre eux et tout. Quand vous voyez que c'est du travail, hein. Juste mettre les sous-titres et tout. Grand Theft Auto 5. Lui, en fait, RJ, la première fois qu'on s'est parlé, dès qu'on s'est, parce qu'on n'a pas enregistré directement, en fait, on s'est d'abord parlé, on s'est un peu présenté, enfin voilà, juste pour parler un petit peu avant de lancer le rec. Et il m'a dit directement, franchement, on a le même style de voix, un petit peu, on a un petit peu tous les deux des voix assez graves, assez deep, enfin, assez graves. Et il m'a dit, franchement, on va faire les vidéos sur ta chaîne. Donc ça, je parle de quand on a fait le tout premier enregistrement, pardon. Et il m'a dit, on va faire la vidéo sur ta chaîne, et toi, à côté, tu vas venir sur la mienne. Sûr et certain, les gens, ils vont kiffer l'échange avec les deux voix, ça fait mystérieux. T'infliger crie mal, exprès, plus j'ai envie de me tuer. Ouais. J'ai pas eu de pub. Le slide de Chris. Ouais, normalement, les subs, ils ont beaucoup moins de pubs. Normalement. T'as déjà essayé de faire sauter avec du C4 dans l'ascenseur de la base militaire? Non, ça ne fait rien de spécial, non.
So it was about yeah, this does not exist. That's also a pretty good find.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ça, c'est Robin qui avait trouvé ça.
I guess that,
This does not exist. Ce qui
obviously
veut dire ça n'existe pas.
reference to the all signs. There is nothing to see here, or you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah, it definitely is because it's the same font. So, sure.
What is pretty weird is the second one. The first that you show in video that you got with the blimp. You can reach it with the blimp, but the second one is.
Ouais, celui-là, il faut un menu pour aller le chercher. Le deuxième, on peut pas. Le premier, on peut y aller avec le dirigeable, mais le deuxième, il faut vraiment un mode. Celui-là, vous pouvez y aller en mode solo avec le dirigeable. Je pense même je suis pas certain qu'il est en online, mais celui-là, vous pouvez le voir tranquille avec le dirigeable. Par contre, l'autre que j'ai montré, qui est complètement sous la map, celui-là, il faut vraiment un mode pour aller le chercher.
It just continues along the past Easter eggs of just being at like one of the hardest possible spots to find.
And it shows that we are still able to find new Easter egg, and it's still a lot of stuff to find in the game.
Yeah, that one's huge. That one's been in there since the start. It does kind of mark.
Et vous voyez, l'hélico de flic, il a pris aussi le MP. Il n'y a pas de différence en fait. C'est ça, l'OVNI. Le MP de l'OVNI fonctionne sur tous les véhicules. Je sais pas si vous voyez, mais l'hélico de flic, je l'ai amené jusque l'OVNI. Je faisais des tests en fait. J'ai amené l'hélico parce que j'étais poursuivi par les flics. On voit que j'ai 4 étoiles. Et j'ai amené l'hélico de flic jusque là en me disant est-ce que ça marche ou pas? Oui, ça marche.
Because you remember in GTA 4 that same Easter egg marked the
Vous voyez que j'ai remis 2 fois le truc en plus pour bien montrer ça fonctionne.
That you can find in the Statue of Happiness. So it could mark maybe like a possible location. It could even be right below that sign, that this does not exist sign. But it's crazy that it was discovered, and right after that, when you have all the new things added into the game, that's one of the reasons why the Chiliad mystery community has been so lit lately.
The hype is coming back. With all the new clue, the new stuff that we found, the new Easter egg, the new hat that we have also, the hype is coming back.
Now, what about not too far away from the "this does not exist" sign? What about that square on Mount Gordo? I wanted to talk to you about that. It looks like it could have an X in the middle. It's kind of like a portal.
Ça ressemble à un des carrés avec un X dedans, mais il n'y a pas de X. Donc, et effectivement, l'intérieur c'est complètement glitché. En fait, la texture intérieure, comme vous allez voir, l'espèce d'effet miroir, c'est ce sur quoi j'ai bloqué dans les deux. Je vous dis, il y a 2 vidéos où j'ai fait, où je suis parti en couille à regarder des formes sur la map et sur les murs. Et la troisième, en fait, je me suis planté. C'est plus un truc où je me suis planté. parce que j'avais pas assez de connaissances et qu'il y a ça dans beaucoup de jeux, c'est que certaines textures ne sont pas terminées en HD parce qu'elles sont pas faites pour être regardées d'aussi proche en fait.
glitch
Donc,
inside, and it's still worse when you watch it with rainy weather. It's really like
Illuminati
yeah, it's really
confirmed,
like
Sentence
kind
de
of
ouf.
really
Du
like
coup, là, il n'y a plus de hype car on a
portal.
tout trouvé.
Makes
Check.
up a
Ben
perfect
non, du coup,
square
faut
too.
attendre,
Yeah,
faut
exactly,
attendre le
it
prochain
makes
event
a
d'Halloween
perfect
maintenant, hein.
square, and
Où,
when you check it
où en
in
plus
the
de l'invasion alien, faudra faire les photos, envoyer les photos à Omega, il y aura moyen de se faire enlever par un OVNI, et
files
puis
you have
on
an
verra
X
c'est quoi la suite en
inside,
fait.
That's crazy.
and it's something
Ah non,
that
c'est la même hype que
I
pour
don't
les
know
séries
if it was
Netflix,
there
encore une fois,
before
hein.
because I
Yo Coco.
never really noticed that before.
Yeah, it's really weird. Mount Gordo has so much going on it with the ghost. You can do yoga there. Ursula's house is there, and then you have that square. As you said, it
Les gars, je
even
dois y aller
shows
demain.
up
J'ai
in
cours qui
the
flamme. Salut
the
Opi.
game code where you can look at it from
Une
that
bonne nuit à
other
toi,
angle
merci d'être
or that
passé.
other
Bon
view, I
courage
guess
pour
you
demain.
There
could say.
is an
And
X.
yeah, it's just it's weird because
Tu aurais
other
quand même des
lines
secrets à
like
trouver sur
that
GTA Online.
seem to be just lines on the map.
Il n'y a pas vraiment de
Maybe
secret
lines
sur
in the
GTA Online,
sky,
c'est du
just
grind.
texture differences, you could say, lining up
Clairement, c'est du
something
grind.
to another part of the texture. But in this case, it's built in, and it doesn't seem to be just a line changing up different maps. It seems to be actually built into the
Et
texture
vous voyez ce que je suis en train de
itself.
faire en fait là. Vous avez vu qu'avec la caméra, j'ai fait énormément d'aller-retour, en fait, de zoom et de dézoom. Ça, c'est un truc que j'ai fait à plein d'endroits différents. Ah putain, c'est à cause de ça, c'est à cause de ça aussi que ça fait partie des trucs où je suis
The
parti en
square looks
couille.
a lot like the ones on the mural.
J'essayais de
So
voir des
might be
symboles ou
somewhat of a hidden symbol from the mural, just like the jetpack at the Ultras camp and the square with the X at the wind farm. But it's just very questionable. Do you think it's a glitch, or would you lean towards it being a clue?
When I show it in video, and I said that maybe it could be a glitch, but even if the vision stuff is a glitch, you still have in the code files the square with the X inside, and that couldn't be like the developer didn't put that in the code file and say, yeah, at that place we're gonna put a glitch. In the code file you still have the square and the X, meaning it's
Ah
not
ok, ouais,
really,
donc dans
even
les
if
codes,
the
dans
vision
les
is a
fichiers, on
glitch,
voit un X. Je me rappelais pas qu'il y
the
avait un X
square
dedans.
is there for a reason, I guess. The problem.
Rockstar's not known for glitches. Why would they just leave these glitches
Oh.
behind?
Oh si, quand même, il y a
It's
quelques
so
glitches dans le
weird.
jeu.
They like to make things
C'est quand même...
perfect as possible. So to have these really minor, errors here and there just does not seem like them, especially something like this. They're trying to bring us into this world as much as possible. And
Giameni.
obviously we wouldn't see anything like
Giameni,
that
tu
on
peux
a
nous faire une
mountain.
repentance?
It's some kind of crazy looking surface.
Yeah, it's really not normal. That's why also we was talking about the glitchy stuff. They also leave the crazy leaf at the vineyard and
Ça, ils l'ont jamais
the
changé,
white
hein.
square under the bridge near Del Piero Pier.
Yeah, that's one of the first things I remember finding.
Ce truc-là, ce truc-là, ça c'était la vidéo de l'époque, la toute première vidéo que la salle il avait fait en disant qu'il avait trouvé l'œuf alien.
Kind of exploring where you go through the wall. They fixed it
Et il
now,
disait
but the
il
old
disait que l'œuf
version of the
alien
game,
était là, que c'était
you go
ça.
underneath the tunnel there at the beach, and there's a place you could actually cut into the wall. You can wall breach, and you see that.
Ça ne
square
fonctionne
down
plus,
there.
ce glitch.
It's
Ce
kinda
glitch il a été
crazy.
patché
He showed
normalement.
me it's still there to this day.
That's crazy. Yeah.
D'ailleurs, je suis même pas certain
and
que c'est mon
kind of
gameplay
stuff,
ça.
Rockstar know it. They know that it's there because, for example, that white square is there since the beginning, and a lot of people did some video about it. So Rockstar know it, but it's still there.
Genre les premiers jours de GTA Online.
Maybe it's there for a reason. Same as the leaf at the vineyard. If
On a
it's
plein de
still
séances
there,
de
and they know it,
Vas-y,
should
fais
be
ton
a
live
reason.
YouTube, faut donner de la
So if
force
that
pour la
square
rentrée
is
demain.
there,
Ah, ça
should
dépend si
also
quelqu'un
have
a besoin de repentance ou pas. Hein.
for that.
I know it could be a placeholder. We talked so much about the cube that's inside.
Moi, je l'ai fait la
the
dernière fois.
gondola hut there on top of Mount Chiliad. People have told me
Je l'ai
that
même publié sur YouTube, donc je l'ai fait publiquement.
to the gondola itself, some sort of control mechanism.
Maintenant, la repentance, elle est là. C'est à vous de voir qui en a besoin et qui. Si quelqu'un a besoin de la bonne parole de Chris, elle est là, elle est disponible.
Or electric cabin, or that big cube.
Ça va attendre Rockstar, on laisse
he has
plus de
something
glitch
to
que de
do with
secrets.
the electric, yeah. But it wasn't there in Allgen, so why?
Yeah, exactly, right? See, bingo.
Ça devient
Why wasn't
agressif.
there an old gen
Et
if it
les
had
gens, ils ont
something
la
to
haine aussi
do
sur Rockstar.
with the gondola hut, which worked
Bande de chiens!
perfectly fine in the original versions.
When you just see the name, you say, oh, you do the link, you say, okay, that's for the cabin. It's for sure it's for the telepheric.
Mhm.
But then you think, and a lot of subscribers said to me, it wasn't there in all
Oui, c'était
gen.
pas là sur All Gen, mais n'empêche que
why?
c'est quand même
And it
lié
could
à
just
la
mean
cabine,
that the
donc...
secret inside the rail cabin, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Very possible that they added something in because it's a new trigger that wasn't in the game when it first was released. I mean, there's a lot of things that were taken out here and there. We talked not too long ago about the trigger that was recently replaced at Ursula's house, and there's also a rumor, I guess, about like trees that are being nearized. They're turned backwards for no reason.
Yeah,
so why is all this stuff happening?
I heard about that, yeah. I guess it was a tree coming from Red Dead Redemption, and it's now on the other side, right? Is like it was on one side, and now when you
Ouais, ils
look
l'ont
at it,
retourné,
it's
c'est
like
vrai.
mirrored. Yeah, it's like on the other side.
Very strange.
À l'époque, il était de l'autre côté là.
C'est
vrai.
And kind of along the lines of
Et c'est exactement le même arbre qu'il y a dans Red Dead, mais en même temps, enfin,
feel the
voilà,
need
quoi.
to fix anytime soon is the miasmas, those spiraling smoke monster things. You know, those things have been sighted all over the place.
You found the first one a while ago, right? Really
En plus, ils
wild.
recyclent les arbres dans les jeux.
Yeah, the first one was right. The first that you found was this Reton Canyon, exact. But it was really, it was a minimum 6 months ago. I guess a bit more. I was even not in YouTube at that time. And now you're finding some more and more and more.
More and more.
Definition of miasma is something like...
Ça, c'est ce que je vous disais, vous voyez, dans la vidéo sur miasma, c'est de ces trucs-là que je vous parlais en fait. Hein. Quand je disais que les miasmas, ça pouvait être des espèces de nuages de pollution et que je disais qu'il y en avait un à la base militaire, là, je suis en train d'en montrer un. On est en train de déconner quand même, mais on revient sur les trucs intéressants quand même. Hein. Donc, c'est ça, donc les miasmas.
Really while
I
ago.
thought they were just in Raton Canyon at first.
Yeah, the first one was right. The first that you found was this Reton Canyon, exact. But it was really, it was a minimum 6 months ago. I guess a bit more. I was even not in YouTube at that time. And now you're finding some
Point de chaîne. Pas chaîne,
more
désolé,
and
je
more
dicte.
and more.
What?
The definition of miasma is something like it's a kind of pollution.
People are going to have their theories about them. They really could be. Maybe it's Rockstar's way of just representing, you know, bugs or some sort of heat. But the fact that they're all over the place, nothing like that's been in past GTA games. Just to have weird smoke things, and some of them are easier to see than others.
La réponse à quelle question en fait?
To one of the community members, Rosalind Rose.
Rosalind Rose.
A lot of different ones that she's been.
Ça fait masse de temps que j'ai plus de nouvelles d'elle en vrai.
There's gotta be something to that. Rockstar, we've talked about it. You know, Giameni, they're just.
Elle a travaillé sur beaucoup de sujets elle aussi avec nous. C'est juste une vieweuse.
Something to that. There's miasma written at the Over 8 gallery, a couple other places, and that's why we think it could be with that.
I wanted to mention that also, that the miasma is wrote on the Earth gallery, and we still don't really understand what mean that paint. We still really, it's a lot of clue on it.
Et ce qui est marrant en vrai, c'est que cette peinture, c'est un easter egg à Jean-Michel Basquiat, qui est un artiste et qui peint ce genre de tableaux en fait, qui peuvent être des tableaux comme ça, avec des écritures dessus complètement séparées ou que tu peux assembler de différentes manières. Et ce qui est marrant, c'est qu'il y a pas longtemps en vrai, il a fait une peinture quasiment comme celle-là en fait. Donc la peinture est une inspiration de ses peintures à lui, mais lui s'est inspiré de celle-là pour en refaire une. Donc c'est assez marrant en vrai. Que de mieux pour regarder ton live le jour de mon anniversaire. Ouais, bon anniversaire à toi, hein, du coup. Il fait partie du complot, sûrement. Ah, s'il a son anniversaire aujourd'hui, il fait sûrement partie du complot aussi. Bon anniversaire à toi. Hein.
The Galileo building with the miasma office on it.
Yeah, and then there's a miasma right next to it. The miasma office has the same light symbol that shines down on the Zancudo bunker there from the UFO.
Yeah.
And then even if you go to a spectrometer, now we've thought that the spectrometer is lined up to the digi-scanner, thinking that they're probably one and the same, but really if you want to look into it, there is a real spectrometer in the game. So it could be a completely different device altogether. There's a spectrometer located inside the coroner's office, as well as a couple other locations. It's also in the Humane Labs.
Et il a aussi la marque Miasma avec le petit symbole.
Yeah, that's the Miasma Corporation. They have that spectrometer, which of course has the green, because it's the same color green, and the symbol from the abduction beam for St. Kudo. So it all kind of circles around together. It's kind of crazy how it does that.
That's a pretty good call for the miasma material.
Being on the spectrometer, right?
Yeah.
I still think the digi-scanner is important. We've talked about that in the past, if you guys have been watching some of our past interviews and whatnot. But I still think that's important because we saw Omega with it, and the Epsilon has one as well. But maybe the spectrometers are important
parce que je fais partie du
altogether,
complot. Mais non, tu fais
differently from the
sûrement partie du
digi-scanners.
complot.
The digi-scanners, Epsilon use it more than
Kiffe
one
l'homme, mon
time.
frère et sœur, mais oui.
You see it, Epsilon use it a lot. In 2 or 3 missions, you can see it. You can use it one time and you see it in 2 or 3
Non, moi joueur
different
de
missions.
GTA Online, c'est pas un spectromètre, c'est un détecteur de métaux.
Definitely trying to
Effectivement, en
get some
online,
alien
c'est juste un détecteur de
The
métaux, c'est pas un
Epsilon,
spectromètre.
If you remember, Chris Formash
Et encore une
said
fois,
in the live
c'est pas un
from
spectromètre, c'est un
Kraft.
digiscanner, c'est pas la même chose.
And Kraft,
C'est pas la même
Kraft
chose.
is an alien.
I guess, I
Oui,
think
Craft
so,
is an
right?
alien.
So
Of
the
course.
Epsilon are saying that we come from alien.
Oui,
Makes sense.
oui, c'est ce qu'ils
And
disent.
that's why they're coming back. The Epsilon, also, if you remember in that last Epsilon mission, they talk about, what is it, the disaster funds. So you're delivering the disaster funds. I guess
notre Chris.
you have a choice on if you want to actually deliver it or keep it for yourself. So if you deliver the disaster funds, does that mean it's actually going to go towards creating this disaster? Something we've been talking about a lot with the impending tsunami or earthquake, alien apocalypse, possibly zombies, or even a meteorite. Who knows which one it's going to go towards?
Or more will come together because I don't know which movie it was, but an alien invasion began with some meteorite rain.
Les gars, abusez pas, abusez pas avec les. Attends, je vais faire une petite pause.
It happened that the meteorite opened up and it was some big alien inside, you know, and they began to destroy everything.
Jeez.
I don't remember
It could be
which
the total
movie it
package.
was. But yeah,
You know, you have to get in the bunkers because the meteorite's coming. The meteorite awakens the zombies,
plusieurs.
so we
Ah
have
non,
the
c'est pas
zombie
plusieurs.
apocalypse. The aliens come down, only to realize that not only do they have to deal with us,
Deux,
but
c'est
they're
pas
zombies
plusieurs.
as well. So they have, you know, they have their
Yo,
work
Golden.
cut out for them with their invasion. And then the earthquake and
C'est quoi ça,
tsunami strikes.
Tudup?
that could be yeah.
What
that
the fuck
began
is that?
everything.
What the
could be
fuck?
really- that would be crazy. That
Overload.
we just got everything.
Hey, nobody would see that.
Hey, manquez pas de respect à Chris, calmez-vous là, direct. Oh, on manque pas de respect à Chris, calmez-vous direct. Je banne pour ça, ceux qui manquent de respect à Chris, je banne. Attention.
To kill them or to throw them away from Earth, and because of that nuclear weapon will come some zombie or stuff.
That makes sense
Sinon,
too.
ouais.
And then it's the apocalypse, and only the people that was inside the bunker can
Attention, je
escape.
passe, attention, on manque pas de
That would
respect
be
à Chris.
amazing. You didn't
C'est,
mention the alien egg, though. That's
J'ai
gotta
prévenu
come
en plus
somewhere
sur le
there.
Discord, j'ai dit ceux qui manquent de
The
respect
alien
au...
egg,
Attention, si on manque de respect à Chris,
I
c'est un
guess
motif de
really,
ban ça.
I saw
Manque de
Kurt's
respect,
video about it, because
modification
he showed
des emotes de Chris, on ne manque pas de respect. Attention, je rigole pas avec Chris.
and he did a kind of small
Chris est
footage
notre lumière, nous devons le
where
suivre et je ne permettrai à personne de
under the-
lui manquer de respect.
under the
C'est,
damn ship is
je vous préviens.
it's like 20, 25
Je ne
alien
plaisante
eggs
pas avec ça.
everywhere, and you have some aliens
Voilà,
also. And then
exactement,
when I
Ultimate
saw that,
gloire à
I-
notre dieu Chris
I think,
Fromage.
like,
Exactement.
it could
Attention.
look like a kind of invasion, you know, like the UFO is like destroyed by one of military missile, and they crash down, and then yeah, in that UFO it's a lot of eggs.
Il a inventé le
They
fromage bleu.
wasn't supposed maybe
Voilà,
to come
oui,
in
certes.
our planet.
Certes, mais il faut toujours
You know
payer
what I
respect
mean?
à
And we
Chris.
just
Attention,
destroy
faut
the
pas oublier.
UFO, so they crash
Pas
you,
oublier.
and maybe so begin the invasion. It's a lot of possibility. Like
Qui flamme, le Chris, oui.
they hope Rockstar open a door with. I mean, all the possibility are online again now. We cannot say okay, it's gonna be that for sure, because it's a lot of new stuff are coming, and they say okay, no, we put you that, but maybe you're gonna have that also, because check, you have some clue there, and everything is open again. It's point in some direction. They say okay, it's gonna be that or that or that, but still you have some choice.
Oh,
You don't
effectivement,
really
tu
know
cherches
what
le
to
blasphème,
expect.
je patte.
Especially because they're making so much money on GTA Online that we have to expect there's a chance they're going to put in all this stuff from the Chiliad Mystery in online. We know there's going to be another update coming.
Ouh, il y en a un qui va se faire time out là.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out. So they haven't given us a hint on what the next update is. But they gave us the bunkers.
I mentioned it earlier, the next update will be for sure the 4th July. That's for sure, because every year
Il y en a un qui va se faire time out là.
But after, what's gonna come after?
Fais attention,
I saw
Sentenza.
that it's some car
Tu vas te
that
faire time
aren't
out.
released yet. So meaning that DLC is gonna have a kind of part 2, you know? Like they did for the last DLC with the vehicles. They also release in two part. They're gonna do the same here. It's still 5 or 6 cars that are still available now. You have to wait.
J'attends quelqu'un qui vient de se...
Like
Non,
you
non,
have
il
the
vient
classic
pas, mais attention.
Cheetah from,
Attention,
GTA
attention,
Vice
attention.
City.
Je préviens quand même
And
avant.
Yeah, you have 4 other cars that they are in code files. I already make them spawn with the menu in story mode, but they are not available in online now.
Yeah, none of those are military themed though, right? They're all just old school cars.
Je sais pas s'il y a un modo, je sais pas s'il y a un modo qui est dans le chat, mais du coup j'ai prévenu s'il y a une modification des modes de Chris. C'est un timeout, c'est un timeout 5 minutes.
Update I haven't heard, but considering they're kind of old school American
On
cars,
ne disrespecte
I think
pas
that would be
Chris.
cool to release them.
Je l'ai dit en anglais, on ne manque pas de respect à Chris. On ne disrespecte pas. J'ai fait un mix.
They're trying to top themselves every time. So if they just gave us freaking bunkers, who knows what's going to come next? I mean, that's pretty cool actually. As much as I complain that they're expensive and there's no reason to have them really, it's cool that they're available.
Yeah, but why? Everything that Rockstar is doing have a reason. Everything. They don't do something just to say, hey, we're gonna do that. If they do it, it's because of something. So if they give us the bunker...
Ouais, c'est pourquoi le chef d'Epsilon il est pas... Mais parce qu'il est le créateur de tout, Nerfall.
Thanks again for having me, Giameni. I'm really looking forward to our next conversation. I'll catch you guys next time. Stay motherfucking trippy, my friends.
Oui, tu poses trop de questions. Tu doutes de Chris, Nerfall. Il faut pas douter. Et vous non plus, YouTube, avant que je coupe l'enregistrement, ne doutez pas de Chris. Chris Fromage est le seul et l'unique qui nous donne la bonne parole. C'est notre guide, nous devons le suivre les yeux fermés. Voilà.